infesting control on ancients, man. You can take over one of those like
that part.
ancient
Team
thunderhides,
ban.
as well as yeah, they banned CK, man. They know their alliance.
I wish they got like got the move speed from his like own hero. What if you have like phase S and Y and
you're like
stuck
sprinting around on one of those super ancient granite golems?
Well, I think that'd actually be useful because if he's in a creep, he's so slow. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't chase people with a melee.
Well, you gotta get the ancient thunderhides, I guess.
Yeah. So what was partner? Tiny is still in the pool. Chaos 9, as you mentioned, has been banned out. Phantom Assassin has been okay. What other ones are there? Ursa is
5
possible.
seconds remaining.
Trying to think of any others.
Reserve time.
Faceless Void? No. They can't be doing that.
Alliance?
Yeah.
No way.
I'm trying to think of any other.
This is a weird draft to run a Void in.
Gyro. We used to be a partner,
banned.
but he's banned, yeah.
Let's see.
I can't think of that many, aside from Ursa, PA, and Tiny.
Bristleback?
Bristleback. Oh yeah, Bristleback's good.
Life Stealer.
Oh, the Life Stealer that you mentioned.
It is the Life Stealer. Interesting.
See, okay.
So the big buffs on him are taking over the ancient creeps.
That is cool. I want to see that.
I definitely want to see that. And the 3-second cooldown reduction on Rage, down from 19 to 16.
Imagine just pushing with that big dragon. Like, you don't even need to actually kill people. You just walk
tank.
up. Yeah, you just tank and give everyone armor and
then when it's about to die, you just pop out full health Life Stealer with all his cooldowns ready.
Hopefully,
and you might have another infest ready. Yeah. And imagine if Bulldog gets his ultimate, then you can just take over one of the little trio dudes as well. You know, so you can have like a second vehicle ready. You infest an ancient, you let the infest cooldown. Then when you're about to die, you pop out of the ancient. You hop. If you get low again, you hop back into the big mega treant. There's potential here, Ben. I think we're theory.
So a lot of different mechanics here that are going to be strange. So does Life Stealer's Feast on Spectre reflect back to him?
It's a damage source, right?
It is
damage.
But during Rage, it's like added
Feast
as
is physical damage.
It's added as physical now, right?
So. So it should reflect.
I didn't see any of Life Stealer in 6.84 after the physical damage changed to Feast, so I wasn't completely sure on that. And then Life Stealer won't get corrosive by Viper while raged. Does it take off? Does Magic Immunity take off with corrosive skin, or does it still?
It says it will not. Let me
10 seconds remaining.
No longer pierces spell immunity. So I guess
5
Rage would
seconds remaining.
I don't think Rage.
I don't know if it would remove.
I don't think it removes it either.
But it would. If you're already raged, you won't continue to be. God, we're gonna. We got a lot of mechanics to figure out here.
Yeah, does it like not proc when you're spell?
"30 seconds to battle."
First blood. This one's gonna be a scorcher.
The battle begins.
Mine! Kills.
And you're like off stacking, but he's gonna miss the stacks as well.
Got 10 stick charges on the Viper.
Uh-oh, S4 with the flame break coming out. He's engaging on top of this. Look at the damage, but not enough. 3 quick deaths for Alliance off the bat.
Oh, now you already see a wildly different skill build from Batrider with the 1 level sticky into 1 level flame. That did a lot of damage.
It seems like it's. I have a feeling S4 played around with this a little bit already, because it definitely seemed like he was pretty confident it would do way more damage than normal, and it was close. It was close, Ben, but not quite enough.
And what's good against damage over time? Corrosive skin.
Yeah, S4 really got punished for that.
And magic stick.
Haven't seen Bulldog TP out yet, but he does have the boots already. Hits level 2. Potential here for him to maybe turn these fights mid lane, as my nuts will completely whiff his dual breath on Sing Sing. We'll just walk away. Chucks out the shards. Wants this 2-minute rune. But has to be careful. The second dual breath available now. What's it gonna be? Hero grabbing a bounty rune. Now the dual breath. Sing Sing. Ice path as well. Just cracked level 2 courtesy of the bounty rune. And with that, Sing Sing will go down. A very fortunate rune.
The greed. I guess this actually frees up top lane. It's not the worst thing in the world. If it were just a solo kill by THG, that'd be really bad. But like, if you got a haste or a DD, I think he would have been dead anyways. So that's still like a super risky play by Tusk.
Time for the good old quad lane mid. Maybe 5 heroes escort, punished by Mad and Viz, and no Radiant Vision of that top rune. So 4 deaths off the bat for Alliance, with a Spectre essentially free farming, the Viper trading evenly mid and farm.
As much as I dislike Viper, I think he was a great pick here.
Especially when you've got something like a Spectre who can carry the late game.
Yeah, and he's like really good versus Lifestealer. I mean, it's just a terrible matchup to play Viper against.
Yeah, they picked Lifestealer into a Viper, so it's not like they got ambushed by it either.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good versus the Batrider. The Batrider has a difficult time laning, and he is never really a prime lasso target.
S4 off to a slow start here mid. Does have the bottle at least, closing in on his boots. We'll see 6 napalm charges up on Necroman. It does have 15 stick charges already.
Mad is all up in S4's business.
Yeah, and with this ward as well, they always see when Ake is nearby, so there will be no surprises from the IO. Very interesting start to the game here.
Yeah, once they get the stacks though, and S4 gets his blink, and Lifestealer starts hopping into either Nature's Prophet.
Oh, he's gonna do a little pulling mid lane.
Admiral Bulldog on top.
Bulldog top lane will be sliced down by the Spectre. I mean, also bottom lane with a Beaver Knight getting trapped by Loda. Really finished off. Got the early phase boots, does secure the kill. So Ake doing the mid pull now. Then, and even gonna go for an additional stack here. Really trying to abuse the IO mid lane. Limited success so far. It's already 5.5 at 4 minutes.
Yeah, he is very difficult to deal with. He doesn't even have max corrosive yet. Spectre, pretty good at chasing down Nature's Prophet. Sprout almost does nothing versus
They want the dog. Dagger into the trees. Gets eyes on him. Sashka nicely played. Now Bulldog trying to retreat out.
Will make a fine
Bulldog will be sent home. Packing. So now S4, he makes his rotation into the woods. He's level 5 now, and they'll give the mid lane to the IO, but Ake does have to be careful.
Yeah, they actually
T-Dam under level.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
One of the best heroes to just completely dominate an Ancient Prophet in the lane. You can't ever really play with Sprout against the Spectre.
Yeah, it doesn't even need that Quelling Blade, just always has the dagger to work with.
And Matt has just been everywhere.
Yeah, and it really, I feel like it's really hurting Alliance that they don't have a rune top, because they keep on getting ambushed by smoke ganks that direction, rune grabs, Matt had a haste, an invis before that, and now he's gonna smoke and head towards bottom.
So let's see, what is Lifestealer going for? Gloves of Haste, looks like a Midas.
I suppose possible armlet, but probably the Midas.
Oh, snowball and Ake.
Yeah, Ake trapped out. He does Tender Wave. Well played by him, but the Honk comes in. They're going to continue pursuing. Ake may have that kill away to Sashka. Didn't have the mana. 16 short. But being able to get this kill, the Cats continues to bounce. The counter gank as Alliance bring the whole 5-man gang in mid lane. Necroman will be punished for this. Looks like he's going to bring down to the bat. Now an additional charge. Trapping Loda away. What a great catch from across the river by the Tusk. Bailing out the Lina, allowing Mad to walk away. Very well done by Singh.
Dire's bottom tower
huge.
is
Very
under
nicely
attack.
played Sentry Ward 2 to catch the slightly oddly positioned Observer Ward from Team Monkeys, and S4 will finally get a rune.
Dire's
not even
bottom tower
opting to
is
skill
under
Lasso
attack.
at level 6.
Yeah, he knows he needs to just get that Blink Dagger as quickly as possible.
The mana is very restrictive on that. But it looks like he's not maxing the Flame Break, just the value point for the huge burn damage with Napalm.
How does it scale here? Actually, level 1 is definitely a pretty good value point. Same cooldown, same mana cost, pretty high chunk of the overall damage.
Yeah, but you get 1 more second per level.
Yeah, that's true. The total damage scales reasonably well. Oh, by the way, Lotus now taking over at Granite Golf. This is interesting.
82 damage.
So you're basically never ganking him while he's like this. That's a given. But he also it's kind of
No!
That's actually a little ridiculous. At least he doesn't have the stun like the other Mud Globes.
He also doesn't like push the lane as quickly or even farm as fast, so there's a trade-off here, just being a regular old Granite Golem.
The creeps have 632 HP. How do you move around though? Like you can't TP. I don't
you
think
have to uninfest.
you
right?
can't get relocated.
Yeah, because it's magic immune. I don't know.
How long? What's the over under? How long he's gonna stay in there?
I think until he realizes it's probably not necessary.
They just fight everywhere.
I want to see this with like a Chen and like some sort of or some other kind of pushing composition, like a Dragon Knight maybe. This guy just runs in, he's tanking the tower. You get like I love the Jakiro with this.
Yeah, this is the pushing composition. They have an NP plus Jakiro.
But it could be more pushing.
Then you're just shooting yourself in the foot.
You got the Aya, you know. Batman's okay. Lifestealer.
Sustain, man. What a sustain.
I'm really curious to see how this works out. But for now, it just means he's invincible. Nobody is ganking old Loda.
Yeah, and then when he pops out, he's still magic immune.
That's the thing is he'll maintain the rage. He's also, I guess he'll have a double infest basically because by the time he pops out, it should be off cooldown.
Still, they're having to deal with a free-forming Spectre sitting at 600 gold with a circlet to complete the stick to free out some slots. Not sure what he's going for. Radiance is the go-to. Although maybe not anymore with Diffusal and Manta receiving sizable buffs.
Yeah, Spectre's an interesting hero. I've seen some players favor like an early drums on him. Some players rush the urn. Some Aquila and urn.
Yeah.
Phase and Treads are both pickups for various pro players. Usually it's been the Radiance build as of late, but I mean there was that period where a lot of players would rush Manta style or even a Diffusal Blade in the mix, so it feels like one of those carries where there's seems to be multiple schools of thought on how to itemize.
Yeah, I think if he tries to go for the Radiance build though, he might get punished because right now it's pretty passive because Wisp is in 6 and Bat doesn't have his Blink Dagger, but come like 10, 11 minutes, things are going to change.
I just can't believe this. This is just so wacky.
Do you get auras if you're infested? Like if you have a bad...
does the Granite Golem get the aura? You mean?
I mean, is it like the Premaster where if you have auras, your Earth Spirit like gives it off to, radiates it.
Oh, does he radiate auras?
Like,
I'm gonna guess
Dire's
no,
bottom
because I think that's
tower
like
has
specially
fallen.
coded for Brewmaster.
yeah.
But I guess the question is, should it? I would say yes.
I mean, what auras does it usually get? Drums plus...
Yeah, Lifestealer doesn't build. But, I mean, if you did, then maybe the build would change, right?
Yeah.
Like, AC's maybe an item you rush.
Bassy, man. The
It's
Bassy.
definitely Bassy. That's a given. So the
Radiant's
sieging
top tower
golem
is
works
under
its magic.
attack.
They will take the tower bottom.
You still never gave me an over-under on when he's going to pop out of there.
Oh, well, I guess at this point I'm
It was
gonna
2
say-
minutes ago when I asked.
All right. Well, I probably would have said like 3 minutes, so I'm pretty sure. And I would have said the under. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be wrong.
But he might come out to kill someone.
Dire's bottom tower
killing
is under
us.
attack.
Yeah.
They're just content to ignore him here. They're free farming their Spectre top. I guess they feel like they're getting a good trade.
He can farm like anywhere on the map pretty stably. They have to like...
you know what? You should honestly go into the enemy jungle and just like start stealing their neutrals. You know?
Yeah, but he doesn't have sustain. You don't have sustain as a granite golem.
He's gonna commit golem genocide.
No, he's trying to stack it to get a
Okay.
different creep.
It looks like you wanted to go beat up his little brothers. Had second thoughts.
You have to,
Can
like,
pick up runes and stuff while you're in this?
I don't know. You have to Viper Strike him to actually slow him.
Okay.
Okay, you won. It was 7-13.
Oh, was it? I won by 1 second.
You had to use Midas, man.
That's-
Yeah, if you could use items while you're in the thing, as well as your auras working,
and you had auras?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
that actually...
You probably want to stay in those.
Yep.
So Loaded does go for the Midas in the end. Our Spectre player picks up Treads for Sakshka.
I'm a Treads builder myself on Spectre. I like it a lot more than Phase because it synergizes better with Dispersion, as
And,
well
and
as
in theory,
Desolate.
with Dispersion maybe being stronger now, it becomes better on Spectre. They do reveal the Blink Dagger though, Lasso coming out. Follow up from Bulldog as he breaks through his logo. Their heroes suddenly emerge on the top lane alliance. A quick surgical strike, they'll take down the Spectre. Now they hunt for a bit more. The Flame Break gonna push this Witch Doctor back, and man, look at the burn. He
Dire's
drops
top
quick for
tower
that.
is
Wow,
under attack.
that is
Just
a
massacred the support.
that's a great buff. Oh my goodness.
That Flame Break did some work.
Yeah, I did not know it was gonna be that strong. Holy cow.
Yeah, so he's not leveling up the Sticky Napalm. Goes back for the second point in
Dire's
Flame Break.
structures are fortified.
I'm very interested. Of course, S4.
Dire's top tower
If
is under
anybody has
attack.
Batrider as their signature player,
Dire's
it's got to
top
be this
tower
guy.
has fallen.
So he may be a pioneer for the new way to play him.
Although no one else runs a mid.
That's true.
So that may be limited. But still showing that he is actually decently strong. No.
Yeah, I mean, this was a terrible start for him. Let's bear in mind he got killed off what, twice, and his Wisp also gave up a kill in the lane.
Yeah, but you also have the ability to double stack in
Because of the item.
yeah, so it's not I mean, and you're radiant, so it's a little bit easier to creep those two camps.
Got it.
So I don't know. I'm not completely sold on it, but I definitely like it.
Well, he's gotten past the point where Batrider really struggles. Now he's got the Blink
Yeah.
Dagger, he's got his levels. They can start
Radiant's
giving the
bottom
mid lane to
tower
other
is under
heroes that
attack.
really need the experience. So if you can get past that early part, now things get scary a bit for the Monkey Freedom fighters.
As long as they keep the Spectre decently underfarmed, then I think that Alliance is in a pretty good position. But if he gets like a Radiance, then it's going to be really tough because like IO and NP and Hero are all going to get burned down from the haunts. They're smoked up. Viper just completed his mag, so pretty good time. S4 looking for a potential area to gank, and they will also smoke. This is going to be awkward.
Well, no Ancient for Loda this time. He'll be the one to reveal. It goes in immediately with the Rage, commits on the mat. The Spectre counter-initiating his Viper Strike onto S4, prevents him from getting anything done in this fight. Can't even catch the lasso or get it off. The caster bouncing. Ake will drop his ball. Alliance get ambushed. The Bulldog mech trying to, or rather, it's a Viper mech. Bulldog mech not in the fight just yet. Might not almost finished up by the Death Lord. Will go down in the end. 4 heroes collapse. Bulldog couldn't get to the fight, it seems, and never got to use the mech for the team.
The Viper too strong.
And Spectre all of a sudden just had about 1,000 gold, now up to 1560. Gets active there. Excellent engagement. Only losing the Lina that time.
Yeah, so Lifestealer has a big problem where he just gets kited. You get kited by Viper Strike, you get kited by a well-placed Ice Shards like we saw in the mid lane, you get kited by Walrus Punch, you have to run away from the Death Ward. You have no way to stop the China. Ake and S4 get rolled.
So they just relocated into that. And then, yeah, they were ready. The Monkey Freedom Fighters were definitely ready for that relocate.
There goes.
I guess they thought they could take down the Spectre, huh?
Yeah.
They were usually wrong about that. That's the aggressive ward here, but with 2 heroes going down, Spectre, another 700 gold for Sakshka. He's only a little bit behind Dota with the Midas. And now they're jumping on the mid lane onto my nuts. Initiation's there. They do get the kill. Just snowball in. Viper Strike, and down he goes.
I still don't see how they're ever going to kill the Viper. Once he has max corrosive skin and like, I would say like 1800 HP with Scepter, he is just a complete tank. Feast, I guess, maybe because with the lifesteal percent, but inherently it's a bad matchup for lifestealer. He can't ever actually right-click the Viper too often, so I don't think that's really a good solution. You don't want to lasso him. You will take a lot of damage as Jakiro if you even try and initiate on him. Nature's Prophet went for a non-damage build. The mech is, I think, pretty good if you have a lineup that won't win the late game. Like at this point, Spectre is going to easily outscale the Lifestealer, even though Lifestealer has a Midas. Spectre is just way better with the Radiance, and he'll be easily able to catch up with in terms of farm. So I think the mech's the right choice, so they can team fight a lot more.
Yeah, but they need him there. Wasn't there in the fight bottom, and if the mech doesn't show up early. The other thing is that Batrider did not get the jump, and it feels like if he doesn't get the jump, and they have to fight 5v5, these fights are always going to be an uphill battle.
Well, that's where the Spectre ult comes in, and even if you do last someone, if Tusk has a Blink Dagger or he's close by, you can just snowball the lasso target, and that's
a good point.
That's a complete waste of the ultimate.
They have really good counter initiation, but if you don't initiate, then you're just royally screwed. That's where Spectre he used to be one of the big counter picks along with Silencer to heavy like 5-man strats, just because you could always global, prevent the blink initiation, and then look
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
In the fight.
Okay, here's a big fight. If they lose this fight, I think Alliance has a complete
Radiant's bottom tower is under
blinking
attack.
out, but still the Spectre trying to follow him deep in the tree line. They even get the ice shards out. S4 flapping away. Dodge there.
They should not fight this. They're not in a position to do so
Dire's middle tower is
Matt's
under
in a
attack.
position where he wants to run in, but S4 will blink away, and they are just going to rat instead.
Radiant's
a good idea.
bottom tower is
the only
under
hero
attack.
who's mobile on
Radiant
Monkey
structures
Freedom
are
Fighters
fortified.
is the Spectre, so I think they just need to dodge the Viper at all costs and
Radiant's bottom
keep the
tower
other people on
is
their farm.
fallen.
And then kite him with
Big initiation mid lane. The Walrus Punch
Dire's
comes out.
middle
Mech is caught by
tower
Dolan
is
Bulldog, but it
fallen.
won't matter. Spectre slices him down with the Max Desolate, and now my nuts forced to run away, hides in the trees. Will TP out. My nuts are away to safety, but still they lose Bulldog. They get nothing. They do get the tower, I suppose. Spectre matching that with the tier 1 bottom. Just doesn't feel like Alliance has
Radiant's
that big lead
middle
you'd be
tower
hoping
is
for
under
against
attack.
the terrifying late game monster. And now Sakshka about to get his relic. His Alliance mass TP out. The Beaver Knight was hunting on the prowl, unable to locate anyone.
That's an acceptable casualty for them, though. They lose NP and a T1 for 2 T1s when they're behind, but still they're biding more time for Spectre to get her Radiance. Oh, Mercurial.
3-1 and 6 already on Paris here. Hasn't really been pressured much this game. You look at his CS, he's only 6 behind the enemy Lifestealer. Maybe there can be a courier snipe. Oh, sniping it before the relic gets delivered would be huge. S4 jumping in, they're going to relocate for this. Relic already picked up, even if he ends up going down, and looks like Cats may drop for the IO damage. Chasing one way, the other direction gets massacred by Loda and S4. And Ake will now be able to tether and bring them back mid. We'll return Loda to his former stomping grounds.
Is under attack.
Oh, my nuts. Split pushes away.
It's a good idea that they have.
Trying to use that mode
Dire's
as
structures
much
are
as possible. Seems they've
fortified.
somewhat given up on the power of the ancients.
They have to. The map is so open to them with all the T1s taken down that they can just kind of control their farm. At the same time, though, can Viper farm out in that dangerous of a position and still survive? I'm not sure. I think it's really up to Tusk to try and delay the death, and then they can like snowball into the Batrider and kill him.
Yeah, looking at smokes here as well for the Dire, which they've used very successfully. None available for 4 minutes. So it does give Alliance a little window, Ben, where they can maybe start pushing or pressuring him more. Get a Maelstrom on Bulldog, amping up the rack
top
to go with that
is under attack.
for S4.
Amping up the farm.
Yeah.
He has no farming tools, so I think he needs a Maelstrom to be relevant in the late game. And the Infest, he's
Also,
in an Ancient Black
Lifestealer.
Dragon. Oh, that thing's fast. It's 423?
Huh?
Wow. Is it normally that fast? I don't think it is.
No. Is it getting his move speed?
I don't know why it's that fast.
Was that something that got changed in
No, that's
6.84?
That's the 6.4. I don't think so. He looks really fast. I could be wrong though about how it normally is. Maybe he just is that fast and he's just ranged, so I never see him move. But it just seems way faster than normal. The other dragons have 350 move speed.
Oh, I know when Chen takes them. They're slow as molasses. That's 4. Good smoke up towards the top side of the map. Already the Haunt comes in, baits it out, blinks away. Nicely done. They find anybody. Doesn't seem so. So they force up the Haunt for just the cost of a smoke.
Maybe he gets the
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No, they didn't change. They only added the assimilate thing. Yeah, so they didn't actually change it. Maybe he's always had it. We just never noticed before.
Alright, Viper closing in on Scepter. Spectre closing in on Radiance. Just another 400 gold to go, but Alliance trying to stop that from happening. What's he going? Basher? Basher's okay. I'm trying to lock down the Viper.
Or MKB for the mischance, I guess. Or does Rage block that already? I guess it does, right? Or the Radiance mischance.
They should, yeah.
Okay.
But I think his main problem is Viper.
Yeah, well, I guess having a Basher helps there. You can maybe chain stun him with the lasso. Inspector's still kind of squishy.
So let's see, how are the supports doing in terms of farm? Yule's up on Delina, Witch Doctor, closing on a Glitter, but no signs of Scepter. S4 has his 4 staff already. I think he needs a BKB. The Yules might be a pretty big problem if Lina ever gets a Blink Dagger, and it's just a really great way to counter-initiate if Tusk does not have the mobility to do so, which he went for next
The lasso goes bottom. We'll find the Beaver Knight, and the Beaver Knight has been Sing. Down goes Sing Sing. But the Monkey Freedom Fighters, they just react by calmly pushing in the mid lane.
But Wisp is about to get isolated.
Tower is under attack.
TPing the whole gang back. Aki, as he returns from the relocate, will be finished off. No lasso to really counterplay this, but they are split pushing. My nuts. Again, the twin heads emerge on the top lane. Doing a great job here of ratting. So he may get caught, blinks, and he'll make it out. Back to the mid lane. Load of Rage trying to get this tower denied.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Looks no. Fast bounce back to him. Yeah, he'll get the last
middle
hit.
tower has been
S4
denied.
continues pursuit, trying to stack up the napalm and mad.
He has no vision uphill though. It's way too dangerous.
Oh, when they added the infest ability, it controlled unit share movement speed. So it's 6.83, not 6.84.
What if you could use items though? Like phase. A phasing Black Dragon?
Phasing Black Dragon.
That'd be cool. I would like that.
Yeah, honestly, I just never, I never see Lifestealer in my pub, so have not really played with this hero in like 6, 8
The only unit worth infesting prior was the Golem, and you would actually want the Golem to die so you can spawn more. I didn't really see it move that quickly.
Yeah, then you get the double boulder toss, right?
Yeah.
My nuts does a bit of spotted dewarding here, trying to maintain that radiant vision.
Problem is, no one's actually taking out the Ancients, so he doesn't really have any new Ancients to keep creeping.
Yeah, I think Spectre's better at killing them now with the... Oh wait, actually the Desolate's still blocked by the magic community, so... I guess that doesn't really help you against the Ancients.
Dispersion. Pierces spell immunity, no.
Huh. But it says reflects the same damage type. So I guess if you're reflecting magic or pure damage, it will not pierce spell immunity. But if you're reflecting physical damage, that pierces spell immunity by default. I'm confused.
The life stealer clearing out. Oh no, Emerald Bulldog.
Yeah, he's in very deep. Takes the wall, but still ends up going down.
Doesn't matter, spent gold.
Got the Mjolnir for the life stealer.
I think it
bottom
ages though
tower is
on
under attack.
Spectre. He's gonna go wild.
Got it.
Yeah, right now they do have Necroman top. They even TP Mad out. So it doesn't seem like MFF are too confident and very dangerous to go into the Roche Pit. You're up against a Bat Rider. The king of the pit, or at least used to be. Yeah, this is a limber and athletic golem.
They do have the Vlad though on the Tusk, so it's much more open than a normal Spectre lineup is. And on top of that, I think at some point he needs a blink just to counterplay the Bat Rider. I guess you can also get a Lotus Orb, which is decent against Bat. Okay, Ancient Granite Golem looking for someone to fight.
They have relocate. They got. This is cool because it's like a very safe scout, and they're TPing in the squad here potentially. In runs the golem, ushering all of MFF back. Get away from my team. Oh, he's starting to take a little damage here. Well, 8 armor.
Radiant's top
tanky.
tower is under
will free up
attack.
the split push. Bulldog and S4
Dire's
going to the bottom
tower
lane.
is under attack.
Uppercut. They really want to kill this damn thing, and they might be able to bring it down too. Nice path comes through. They've already taken the tier 2 bottom lane though. Alliance really ramping up the split push now.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah,
Creating
all
Dire's bottom tower is
Beautiful,
under attack.
I love it. About to die here though. He rushes forward, trying to get in range. Shakira with the ice path will catch Necroman. They do stop ratting bottom though. They get the single bash. Laguna comes out immediately. My nuts trying to back off. Can't make it out. Punch to the nuts and down he'll go. S4 now up to the high ground. Ake tethering away. Taking much damage from Necroman. Hope to get blown up as well. And now the hunt comes onto S4. One by one. Plant is getting picked to bits, and S4 will be next. Paris helping to secure that kill. Gets the last hit as well.
Ah, the fake back.
He got caught off.
THD aggressively blinked or blown
Dire's middle tower
to try and
is
catch
under
out the
attack.
Viper, but Viper is the worst target to go on. But if it's a like
Radiant's top tower
5-on-3
is under
situation,
attack.
you're like, okay, we can do this. And then Spectre haunts in, and
Radiant
you realize
structures are
Viper's whole team is
fortified.
there, and then you run for
Dire's
your
middle
lives.
tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under
Then
attack.
die.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Okay, so Monkey, take down the Roche soon. They should. It's about that time. And Spectre with that is again going to be pretty unstoppable. Spectre going for a Vit booster. HP build's not the best versus Life Stealer, but pretty much really good versus everyone else.
And looks like Spectre closing in now on the heart. Gets the Vit booster.
You.
Pull roots and run.
He's going to be... They just don't have that much firepower to bring him down. Maybe if Floda gets his Abyssal Blade.
I mean, it's still not that much. He still has Dispersion, though. Dispersion is such a good tanking ability. And they have armor to get him out of situations. And they have mech. And they have Snowball. Okay, just a casual fit into Manta. Manta, I think, is much better versus their lineup. They need a little bit more damage. And they should be able to secure Roche at some point. So he doesn't need the HP terribly badly.
This forward gets the gem now, trying
Dire's
to do some
top
dewarding.
tower
Alliance
is under
continue to
attack.
rat it up. They'll push the top
Dire's
lane here.
structures are fortified.
Tower under siege. Glyph comes out. Do they want to defend this? Looks like they do. TPing in Sing Sing. He's rotating back. Trying to get the jump here on Loda, maybe.
Spectre up in 3. If they get the jump and Bat Rider gets hit by Spectre before he blinks, that's almost a lost fight right there. But Viper's not in a position to do so.
So it looks like Sachka now. He's not going to go for the heart straight away. Backing off for the Manta. Gets his Yasha. Get a bit of a buff in the most recent patch.
Manta's so good. I don't even know if they want to take down the golems. Viper looked at it and he's like, nah, I don't really want to take this. Let's not give him any more fodder to run around with.
And right now he's got a Thunderhide and a Drake to work with. No golem available.
Or drums aura. 15%
Dire's
attack
top
speed,
tower
15%
is under
damage.
attack.
That's really good.
Yeah,
Dire's
I guess the
top
big
tower
problem is
has
your
fallen.
big damage dealer is the hero inside of it though, so doesn't get to use his full kit.
Radiant's
Yeah, it'd be cool if
middle
you could like
tower
leave
is
the
under
body
attack.
somehow and keep that creep alive, but unfortunately Lifestealer devours everything he consumes.
It's a
and
voracious fella. Monkey Freedom Fighters just kind of restricted here. 5 heroes backed up in their own territory, but still farming Sakshka all the while, keeping up with the Lifestealer more or less.
Yeah, Rose is risky because if they lose a fight and Alliance gets it, they have like a tremendously strong pushing lineup, especially with the Jakiro. So.
It seems like there's no hurry. I mean, Alliance isn't threatening anything. They're just farming.
Well, it's just so you can set up for the win later with on the back of like a second Aegis or something like that. Like securing one Aegis is really good. It increases their chance of victory by like at least 15-20%, I would say, with that. But I don't think they can do it safely because, as you mentioned, the threat of Batrider.
S4 will now grab a bounty rune at the top side of the map. We'll see Mad continue to clear out the jungle. He's really kept his farm up as Valina. 30 minutes in, about to complete an item scepter. Had a great start and just continues to deliver. And this despite the fact that they've had to play very carefully on their supports for the most part. We'll see Sing Sing into the Vlads that you mentioned. Now point booster pickup on him.
See, wouldn't you be much more comfortable with the Tiny at this point in the game if you're an Alliance? Well, this time it's just like, man, why don't we just pick Tiny?
Over Lifestealer.
Yeah, it's Lifestealer is like decent, but what has he really offered that a Tiny didn't? I guess Tiny's not that great in lane by himself, so that's actually, I think, somewhat valid of an argument. But like, I would so much rather be in Alliance's shoes with a Tiny right now than MFF. But because they have a Lifestealer, I'm like, if I'm MF, I'm like, okay, well, just let Spectre get big, let the Viper get big, he'll control the Lifestealer, and he can tank everything, and we'll be good.
So good. The Aegis now for MFF, not even remotely contested by Alliance. S4 off in his own woods, so this will be 2 lives on the Manta, completing the Manta at that very moment. As the 5-second lower cooldown now as well.
Have fun dealing with 2 lives with Dispersion.
Yeah, imagine if he gets his next item.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No, up to only 400 gold, so does need to do a bit of farming here. Okay, kind of scouting things out in this top lane, but as much as it seems like Alliance are spreading the map, they're not really starving MFF at all. They're dead even in terms of gold. The graph actually only slightly dipping the Alliance way. Get now a BKB on Bulldog. So he can try and stand in these fights a bit longer.
It blocks a lot of damage from Spectre, though, which is pretty important to do. But unfortunately, it's only for himself. Io is still going to have a lot of trouble staying alive. She might just get straight Laguna'd, which is death combined with Haunt. Jakiro doesn't have a healthy amount of HP. Let's see, little llama bringing a Manta style.
Oh, double Manta now. Good way to get out of the open wounds here, and also just to potentially bait the Batrider to lassoing the wrong target. And used to see a lot of that back when Batrider was a popular carry.
It's also okay for sieging high ground, although Heart might be a little bit better. Looks like Ake and Loda playing around in the trees, looking to backstab somebody, but S4's nowhere in sight. And if they go on this, they're going to get haunted on.
They saw him. I think they saw Loda walking.
Oh, they have an observer ward over there? That is actually...
it looked like they saw him. They pinged.
That's a crazy observer ward that you would not expect.
Yeah, Loda's rushing in now. Finds Necroman. Are they going to look for the lasso initiation? The Manta's there. S4's going to figure out which one is real. Does get the lasso off, but it's after the team taking a whole lot of damage, and now the Spectre haunts in. 1-3, and, well, Loda will be next. Infest, get me out of here! No such luck. He's down for the count. Even for the Abyssal. It's actually 4 heroes falling, as the last man down was the Jakiro on the mid lane. Looks like Mad just picked him off solo. A 4-for-0. with Spectre the biggest victor of them all in that fight.
Yeah, they try to all in on
Suddenly
Viper.
2800.
But Viper is unkillable.
And then the Spectre is just free to roam.
Radiant's top
Where
tower
was
is
MP,
under
though?
attack.
He was split push it.
Radiant structures are
I
fortified.
think if they hadn't, they might have been able to drop the Viper at least, but it would just been a 5-1 instead of 4-0, which is not that much better.
We'll take down the tower
Radiant's
now.
top tower has
Looking on
fallen.
the melee racks. No split push in sight.
Radiant's
Alliance
top
just getting
barracks are under attack.
consistently
Radiant's top
beaten in these
barracks
fights, and
has
now they're going to
fallen.
lose a full lane of Rex with nothing to show for it. This is not how they envisioned the game going, but now they've got to fight against the
Radiant's
beefy
top
Spectre
barracks has
with
fallen.
a whole lot of farm. Not at all what the game plan was meant
Good
to be.
idea to throw it there. It's already risky pushing high ground against a Bat Rider, but if you try to go for the T4s, often you get blasted into the fountain, and then you just get wrecked.
Well, the gem carrier has been trapped. Sing Sing may end up going down here. Wisp relocates in, wants to rejoin the fight, and they will lose their gem. I think was that the one S4 just had? No, that was actually Sing Sing.
Yeah, I was Sing Sings.
So.
Oh, he's going for Scepter for the Walrus kick.
What was the change to that again?
200 damage.
Ah.
I still think Blink is pretty good, or Blink or Lotus, but it just like if they Lotus the Viper while he's getting focused down by Lifestealer. Oh my goodness! And then there's no more lifesteal from the
Lions fight.
Scepter is kind of fun though to kite Lifestealer. It's more flashy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it feels like it can kind of go for whatever he wants at this point. Spectre's just so self-sufficient. The Viper's a huge red herring to focus, even if they can kill him. And I mean, even your other supports, like Lina has a Shadow Blade now. There's a Glimmer Cape on Cat, so all these heroes are just very independent and survivable in general.
Shadow Blade, I raise you my Shadow Blade.
Kind of on the later end here. Now, I suppose Silver Edge would be quite good against Spectre. Roof's both Dispersion and Desolate, right? I think so.
I don't think Desolate.
Oh, it doesn't?
It's usually not.
Bulldog getting caught out here. Laguna comes in. He tries to run away, but they do have the vision from the Gem of Mag. We'll finish him off. Now the Ice Path coming in, trying to TP out. No! Why not? Caught by the Yule Scepter. Follow-up stun, and a Walrus Punch ends him. And that is just about the Walrus Kick. So, S4 will try to split push out the mid lane, but he's got to be careful as well. 2 heroes down on the run, trying to retreat out. Meanwhile, Lonely Treant saying, hey, love me, Mr. Cat.
It is Desolate and Dispersion. Yeah, pretty good.
So, yeah, I mean, maybe this is where Spectre even considers like a late game BKB.
Yeah.
He's still very tanky even without Dispersion.
Radiant's
And you
middle
still
tower
have
is
the
under
Radiance
attack.
Mischance as well.
Wow.
I'm curious to see how much it can do. And that's assuming you get it off on him.
Break disables Phantom Assassin's crit.
Radiant's
That's
middle
crazy.
tower has fallen.
It disables both of PL's abilities. Oh, Phantom Assassin, you're saying.
Yeah.
Gets rid of the evasion too.
I know. Well, that's
Radiant's
that's
middle tower
awesome.
is
But
under
I was
attack.
like, wow, she can't even do any damage. But
I'm pretty sure for Void it disables backtrack and the bash as well.
weren't those coded weirdly before?
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
I guess
is
they
under
recoded
attack.
it. Backtrack used to not be able to be disabled by anything.
Yeah, even Doom, I think.
Yeah, even Doom prior Hex, I believe.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Times have changed. Spectre no longer with the Radiance, but still feeling pretty darn confident. I don't know if they have 2 force staves. I don't think so, or else they could possibly
Radiant's
go for a
bottom
Fountain
tower
Lasso.
is
But
under attack.
at this point, the 2 beefy heroes are up in front. They're sieging the tower. Who do they go on?
Loda does have the Mjolnir buff on him, but he's just felt squishier and squishier as these fights have gone on. And as S4 blinks in, Sakshka was ready, quickly Manta dodges and drops low. Just a small
Radiant's
Viper strike. They have to go back to the well.
bottom
Ice
tower
Path comes through. This will set the Macro Pyre. 3 heroes trapped within it as Loda initiates charging forward. But Spectre haunts the counter engage. Loda about to go down. He will fall. My nuts are next. And they'll drop as well. Now Bulldog zoned out and chased back to the fountain. A double buyback to try and turn this. No,
Radiant's
Aegis
bottom
on Paris. He
barracks
gets
are
flame
under
broken
attack.
back a bit. But Alliance still being slowly seized. And oh, there's the lasso dragging Necroman towards the well. They might be able to finish him off. They will. Overextension here a bit from MFF, but they do force the buyback. It's a mega kill streak for Bulldog now. Sprout as he rushes forward, courtesy of the TP, trying to finish off Cats, but gets relocated back, it looks like. actually relocated forward because they want to go for some additional kills, but Aki's overextended. Bulldog looks like he may go down as well. Spectre's still fairly terrible in this fight. But honestly, consider going back in, but gets caught by the edge. Now he wants to run away. They end up getting 4 heroes. Can Paris bring the entire gang down solo? Not with the Lifestealer here. Holds him in position, gets the bash. It's a wipe. Alliance completely turned the fight. It looked like Bulldog was dragged in too deep for a moment there, but somehow he survives, and even through the double buyback, they emerged with a 2,700 gold swing and a 6,000 experience trade.
It's pretty good how that turned out. As for... I thought he was going for the lasso on the Spectre, but he manted it. I don't even know if it was... if he wanted to go on that. Just because, like, do you really want to lasso a Spectre with those items? And on top of that, he might get gills. He didn't pop his BKB before, which makes me think that he didn't actually want to go on him.
Yeah, maybe trying to bait something out.
Yeah, but all he baited out was a Manta, so at the end of the day, I'm not sure if that was worth it. But at the end of the day, because he saved his lasso, he's able to pull that Viper into the fountain.
So it is the Silver Edge. Spectre's a lot more mortal now. Going for a Diffusal Blade next.
Can you Manta off the break?
I don't think so. I want to say no. I believe you can... It's only BKB.
Haste!
Or anything else that gives you magic immunity.
Okay, well, Roshan has respawned. Dire Nose is up. And that was without the Aegis. I think with the Aegis, like even if you get Fountain lassoed, you can probably still at least take a Rax. So they should be feeling very, very good at this point.
Dire's structures are fortified.
When the dust settles, Alliance still not taking any objectives here. They're still a tier 2 mid. And they will grab the Aegis now. They'll have a second life torque with Ansatsuka. Although he will be in the middle of the fight.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Viper still no completed butterfly though. He is quite close to it. And Diffusal Blade now officially online. Now the change with this is there's a 0 cast time, or 0 cooldown on it. So you can just like triple purge or even purge everyone if you want right away. I don't know how much it's actually going to make a difference, but curious to see.
Yeah, that item was not that great before. Now it's, I would say, pretty decent. Burns on range illusions. No cooldown. I wonder if Warlock's going to make a comeback because of the
Dire's top
purge no
tower
longer
is under
destroying the golem.
attack.
Okay, here we go. Same formation. Let's see. No other 4-step built up, so they're gonna have to be closer to tier 4 towers.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Bring them back in the time.
On comes out, they get the initiation onto Necroman. Ice Nest covering this. This will end up getting the Viper kill off the bat. Loda though will almost go down. Get me out of here, Bulldog. GG. Bulldog's trying to do the damage all by himself, but surrounded by the Fever Knight. He'll end up falling cleaned up by the Spectre. Poor dead. Several of these diebacks, heroes who cannot rejoin the fight, even if they want to, and now the purges continue to come out. S4 being hunted back with a full 5-man takedown, an ultra kill for Paris.
Radiant's bottom barracks
GG
are under attack.
as MFF will crush their way through Alliance in game number 1.
Radiant's bottom
overall
victory has fallen.
Exciting pick from Alliance, but at the end of the day, a lot of it was just very underwhelming. Fat Rider had a very, very tough time in lane, mainly because of the Viper pick. Lifestealer just can't transition out of a good laning phase, and Nature's Prophet still suffers a lot of deficiencies in the off lane, mostly due to the Spectre. So overall, I think it's a pretty big outdraft by Monkey Freedom Fighters. And I even think that that was with a task that didn't do as much as he could. Like he